Did you get the number you needed? I don't think you did. I'm pretty sure you failed.
Well, I guess we just gotta do it again then.
Apparently. You might want to try not singing. Holy shit! Donald spawned into the middle of that.
Sucks to be him.
Literally came back into being just in time to fucking die.
Thank you, Goofy. You're the light of my life.
I'm listening to a wedding music while playing Paddled Upon, and there's a cat. That's the flower girl, and I just don't know what to do anymore. I don't know what to do with any of the information. It's all sensory overload. I'm working entirely by instinct at this point. There's absolutely nothing. There's nothing here. There's no brain to be found. Stop assuming there is one. Trust me, if there was one, I'd be the first to get in line to see it, but I'm not. There is no line. There's nothing. And here I am. Here I go. I'm coming. It's fine. Don't worry about it. We're going. Have a good night. Thank you for showing up. I appreciate the view, however fleeting it may have been. Hold on, no. I appreciate the view, no matter how fleeting it would have been. I didn't want you to look like I was mad at you for doing that. So, back to angry. Okay, time to kill this sorceress.
My new assets, I mean.
This is still 5 laps?
They're all, I don't know why you assumed any of them would be different. But yeah, holy shit, this fucking course is so long! Alright, so we know the shortcut's not there now.
We sure do.
I mean, the hint should have been that the arrows pointed the other way, but you know. You win some, you lose some, right?
Why would arrows point to a shortcut? So we also can't take too many or we'll run out real early. Oh my god! What on earth? Oh my god. I was not ready to see the eyes of Dr. TJ Eckelberg. That's the one where you penalize people for successfully blocking. I knew you missed that one too. Okay.
Alright, now we can fight. Sort of.
The fact that I finished the game without it just means I'm a real gamer.
No, it doesn't.
There's no such thing as a real gamer, man. Gamers are fictional, all of them.
Oh god, what do I need to attach this to?
Put it on the guard.
Renewal barrier to your guard, because it reacts to your guard.
I don't know why you think I can figure things out with context clues.
It was the only other thing.
I don't know.
Slot.
I don't know what part of this entire stream series has given you the impression I am able to do that. What do you mean
I
convince?
don't know if there's a might. Yeah, I don't know if there's a might about that. You 100% probably will be able to.
I summoned him using... I thought I was big brain there for a second.
I mean, you could do any amount of years. Contracts are arbitrary, but...
Yeah, well, they're a human construct.
So are years.
There's a lot of things that are just human constructs that are fake that we pretend are real.
Yep.
Turns out society's pretty much based on all that.
Yes, and then we have like fake human constructs within fake human constructs. Like I can't remember the last time I used a physical dollar. I just tell people to take money from another person, and that's just worked out for like 10 years.
I hand them a piece of plastic, and for some reason, I guess we've agreed that's money now?
Inner tube.
Yes.
I don't believe you. You can't provide any proof to that. Any proof.
Have you ever been on a tire swing?
I've been on several.
I don't believe
and you know what I think
that.
every single time? I think, man, how much would it improve it for this to be an inner tube?
That doesn't mean they're made out of inner
someone
tube.
Was listening So
Also,
frankly,
it wouldn't do that because there'd be no
Kimmy
weight.
understands me, is what I'm saying.
It wouldn't
She
improve a
fulfilled my
goddamn single
request
fucking
and
thing
improved the concept of a tire swing.
by making it a bad swing.
Are you saying tire swings aren't already bad swings?
I mean, yes, but the reason they work is because there's weight.
Yeah, but now they stop you from drowning, so they have a purpose. There's something else floating in the pool.
Stop using tire swings. You're not using them.
Just want a like 2-frame PNG. That ain't fucking couple hundred.
A 2-frame PNG, yeah, that could be like $50. But
All right, I'm changing the topic from VTubers. I can't handle it anymore. Have you guys ever had a lychee or a lychee?
I don't know. what
Yeah,
that
in
is.
fact, just yesterday I saw a Hololive girl talking about that. Fuck! Come on!
Done.
Excitement, eh? What? Because this is a grade A specimen. Hoo 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 hoo. The time is Final Fantasy 7 o'clock.
With Origami King, but I do think that Color Splash just
I do
Flavio!
think I do think that Color Splat, like, it's funny because
Flavio!
with Color Splash, a game that I revisited during the pandemic,
Yeah,
thanks to you,
my-
Seren.
at my demand.
Yeah, because as my kid was getting into watching Wii U games, playing them on my lap while I was working because we tried to survive in the spring of 2020.
Yeah, but why do you need plot?
Oh no. What did he say? I couldn't hear him. Oh man, well we can't go on without it.
I've met 2 women and 2 guys. 3 guys, sorry, 3 guys and a child. And honestly, that's enough.
Plus, he says it all in the creepiest, most perverted way. He's like the poster boy for sexual harassment.
Oh, that line aged like fine wine. Oh, God. Yukari, you have no fucking idea.
Yeah, Ursula. She's got a cool design. I believe they went in here. Milady, are you really going in there to get the ring back? Yes, we are. But this is their stronghold. They're bound to be well defended, not to mention well armed.
On Switch, and I do have to say that I think the Switch version speeding it up does.
Matt.
Oh. Just hang out there.
Don't panic. Don't
Oh
panic.
my
Hang
God.
out.
Hey, Joe, this level's mandatory.
Of course it is. Why wouldn't it be?
Man,
In a few months, this channel's gonna get really fun. Oh my God.
Thank
Um,
God for
I
those
do-
weird hit detection
I don't
moves.
even. I got.
Shit.
Mr. President, get down!
What just happened?
No! I pressed A!
If by Yuji Naka's School of Design you mean like an alley in the back,
I couldn't
of a
actually hear what that voice acting
Hooters.
said.
me neither.
Wait, what?
What? Yeah? What?
Okay.
Has not experienced Dokapon Kingdom yet, but I think it's worth saying that
that game I think has changed us as players, and we're coming back to Mario Party Monthly, and we've all united against
No,
the
I want no, you took that from me.
I spoke too soon, I guess.
They know Dia, so... Oh, for fuck's sake.
Time to get some more agility.
Yep. Well, goodbye, Shen!
Shinigami Tensei's great.
Ah! I can't show any fear here. I must fight till the bitter end. I will face this life or death class trial.
Oh my god! What the fuck was that?
That was a broken scene transition.
What the fuck?
What the fuck?
Oh, I see that your Mario lives. Well, he is not in the spirit world, but one cannot say he is alive. Excuse me, sorry. Where is he? Where is he now? The spirits fall silent. This is all I can tell you for now. Bring me another clue and I will show your brother to you. This clue no longer speaks to us.
I want this. Give me the big boy. Look how fucking huge he is. He's so big. Ah. He looks like scenery. It's so cool. That's fucking awesome.
Oh, it's so beautiful. Look at it. Nice little thief flower.
We're not even drinking.
The crime flower.
I need a beverage.
What kind?
Yes.
I'll be right back. Oh, it's my turn.
See, I have alcohol,
Wine.
but I don't have anything to mix it with.
Great.
So if I want to drink, I just have to have straight rum. Whoa!
Oh,
Oh no. Oh no.
Come on, do it, coward.
Xander.
He went to get a drink.
I think I know what just.
Excuse me, sir? I'm gonna need you to fuck off. This is my... I'm the one trying to get to work? And only one of us is allowed to make it to work alive. And by God, it's gonna be me. Otherwise, little Timmy starves for the day. And while little Timmy has done nothing to deserve not starving,
It is apparently illegal to not feed little Timmy, and therefore, I have to win this race and afford all the food.
All right. If I think I set up all the audio correctly. It's
This
been a
is
hot
me
minute.
talking.
Yeah, it's been a hot minute since I did all this, and the last time I did this, I was trying something new that went very badly. So...
And, you... played Color Splash, and,
I had an emotional
moment.
breakdown. Yeah, I had like a panic attack on stream. Not for the first time.
Can everyone hear me just fine?
I see the waveform moving at least.
I'm showing up on the caption, so I'm assuming so. GX can hear fine.
So you would think that showing up on the caption means yes, but the way that OBS does it really specifically is that it can actually isolate the audio from one specific feed. So that doesn't necessarily mean, because I could accidentally have that feed set super, super low, and OBS would still be able to hear it, but it wouldn't be broadcasting it. So
Right, but at the very worst case scenario, they'd be able to read me.
that's true. That will be an interesting experience, especially because auto-generated live captions aren't necessarily the most reliable. So
my name is Seren McNulty.
I'm waiting to see what it says.
Damn. Oh, it gave up on the first name, but it got the second one correct.
Okay, all right. Time to get back into Fire Emblem.
I don't know. When I had Twitter, I would never retweet those old Nintendo Direct announcements.
Oh, right.
I would retweet Nintendo reaffirming that they know people are really hyped about Devil's Third.
Christ. But for anyone that doesn't know, Twitter removed timestamps today.
Yeah, so that you can retweet decade-old news and it looks like it just happened.
Seren was just telling me that.
What a great platform they've got going on over there.
Oh, Vixie, if you're excited for cats, this is a good chapter of Fire Emblem.
Marth and his good friend Corrin.
Exactly. Good morning, Ike. May I have a moment of your time? What is it? I'm listening. Our expenses, our ability to fight, the current status of our troops. These are all things that you must know. I see. Having a grasp of that is part of the commander's job too, right? Understood. Let me hear it. Very well. Oh yeah, we get I forget we get the little, the summary of the last battle. Boy, money situation's not great, huh?
Your Soren has dogshit stats also.
Yeah, that's true. That's it. I think I've got most of it. I'll give you a report before each battle. I hope that it helps. I'm sure that it will. Thank you. I'm relying on you for all the details. Keep up the good work. Thank you, Commander. I'll do my best. But if I have your leave, I must be going. All right. Who has support? Ike and Soren. So that's how much we... So fuck off, Soren. God. Supplies are running low. We need dried meat. Fresh fruit. Ike, are you listening? Huh? Oh, sorry. I wasn't paying attention. I would have never guessed. Sorry, Soren. Look, could you run the report by me again? You're tired, Ike. You need rest. Go find a cot somewhere. You can tell? Of course. When you're not feeling well, your left eye twitches. That's odd. I never noticed. Get some sleep. I can manage things for a few hours. Well, I am pretty beat. Go. You know, Soren, you're not nearly as insensitive as the others say. Deep down, you're a big softy. Excuse me? Oh, nothing. I'm going. Don't let the bed bugs bite. Oh, wait, more. How are you feeling, Reese? Good. No fevers or shaking today. Thanks for asking. You know, I was just thinking about the first time we met. It was almost a year ago to this very day. Was it really? Oh, you're right. My, time does fly. Of course, I don't remember much of the initial encounter, since I was unconscious and bleeding. Huh. Remember that? I don't know why we didn't bring a healer with us that day. Fighting bandits without a staff? Not smart. It was lucky that I found you. I didn't usually venture that deep into the forest, but I was short on medicinal herbs.
Yeah, those bandits are a rough lot. Their stomping ground was right near your village, actually. It's all coming back to me now. They were tougher than I'd thought. We took out most of them with ease, but one fled into the woods and I gave chase. Big mistake. My horse got hung up in the undergrowth, and that bandit got the drop on me. At least Shinon hit him before I was killed. Gatri and Shinon were both really worried when they brought you back to my parents' house. Really? I didn't know that. I didn't think Shinon ever worried about anyone. But they stayed with me until my wounds were healed. I remember that. You know, if it wasn't for your good work, I wouldn't have been able to use an axe anymore. I really appreciate it. No, I should thank you. You convinced Grell to hire me, and now I can send money back to my parents. They're both so old that I'm their only source of income. Your parents were very kind, especially your mother, and she made that great wildberry pie. To repay their kindness, I'll protect their only son no matter what. Oh, I appreciate that, Titania. Info. Oh my god, so much info. What's wrong, Soren? Are preparations complete? Yes, everything's ready. You have only a few robes and musty books. I'm taking a bit less, but it looks as though you travel light as well. The burden of unnecessary items is something I detest. Me too. We're alike in that, aren't we? What is it? You've got that worried look again. Well, it's nothing. Never mind. Everyone's really slow, aren't they? Shall I go and see what's taking them? Soren, don't worry about it. Sitting here in the morning, in the sunlight, it helps me to understand. I'm alive. I have trustworthy friends. That's how I know I can go on. I just hope I'm not fooling myself. No, you're not. You're not. Well then, it's business as usual. I know we'll have troubles, but let's set our shoulders straight and get on with it. Understood. What shade of lipstick is that? It's red. I don't honestly know better than that. I just picked up something that looked nice at Target. It's just red. I'm sure it has a proper name. Ah, Ike. Good morning. Morning. Are you alright? If I said I were, I'd be lying. But I'm doing my best. Yesterday I was so confused. Oh, shit. Then I awoke this morning and saw the blue sky, felt the sun on my face, and I thought, I'm alive. The sunlight was so warm. I mean, it's always warm, but for some reason it made me want to cry. Oh, mist. It's up to us. We must live the fullest lives we can. We have to live for Mother and Father. We mustn't dishonor their memory. So, I may think about them, and I may cry every now and then, but I'll carry on. You're right. Everything you said is right. We will carry on together. Right. Oh, sorry. I have to hurry and get ready. I'll see you later, brother. Yes. Look at the time. Get a move on, will you? Hey, good morning, Ike. How are you feeling today? Yesterday's battle was a rough one, wasn't it? Hi, Oscar. Yeah, I'm sore all over. Every muscle in my body hurts. Hopefully I'll feel better after I move around for a while. I hope for the same. When I woke up, it was all I could do to get out of bed. We're truly lucky to be alive. If those two beast fighters hadn't arrived when they did, we might have all been wiped out. Yeah. Ike, I can't say I know what you're going through or how you feel. But you should try to remember all that happened last night. The men we fought were professionals. Well-trained and under the command of a cunning tactician. But not invincible. You're saying they follow certain rules? Specific patterns? Yes, I see. If I can learn what they are, they become vulnerable. The next time we meet, we won't lose. Ha! What? For an instant there, looking at you was like looking at Commander Grail. I'm his son. I'm supposed to look like him, aren't I? It wasn't that. And it wasn't an aura or a hunch or anything like that. I don't know what to call it. It was more like the core of your character. It felt the same as his. Huh. Sorry. That must have sounded pretty stupid. Oscar? Commander? From now on, when I practice, would you join me? I'd be more familiar with the fighting style of knights. Of course. If there's anything I can do to help, you need only ask. Oh, boss! Morning! Good morning. Are you ready to go? All set. It doesn't matter how late I go to sleep. I'm always awake before the sun rises. I can leave whenever. I'm sorry. You know, for everything that's happened. It's all so sudden. Oh, it's nothing. But it's been tough on you, hasn't it? I could say the same to you. It can't have been easy joining a band of wanted mercenaries and fighting every day. Oh, it's not so bad. You were forced to join us by the whims of fate, not by choice. I know my father said you had a debt to repay. He's not here anymore. If you want to leave, I won't stop you. What? Oh, times like this, I never have any idea of what I'm supposed to say. None. Darn. Hold on. Yesterday, in the middle of that giant mess, you didn't give up. Well, and I knew. That is how a true man lives. So now I have to follow you, you see? I think so. That's my story, boss. So do me a favor and don't tell me to get lost. I'm good to have around, you'll see. If that's how you feel, I guess I understand. I'm counting on you. Don't let me down. Never. I wouldn't know how. Ike, are you prepared? Can we depart soon? It's taking more time than I thought. I'm sorry for making you wait. I see. Then I will talk with you as we wait. My words. Are they well? Can you understand them? Sure, no problem. I understand you. That is good. Mordecai is not so good with this language. What language do you normally use? With others of my tribe, I need no words. I say all that I must with gestures and with, how do you say, growls? That sounds convenient. Yes, but our tongue does not let us talk to other tribes. That is not good. That is why we learn these modern words. I would think that would be enough, being able to speak with only your friends, wouldn't it? It is not. If there is danger or conflict, we can use words to avoid a fighting that need not be. So using words that many can hear is good. Using words to avoid necessary fighting. That's one way to think about it. You know, you'd think that you would have thought of that before, Ike. Just the idea of, like, hey, maybe we can, like, talk things out. Oh, fuck, am I giving out bonus experience? I guess Ileana needs it most. Especially if Soren's getting shitty stats. Let's see. Oh, her stats are way too close to Soren's for her being a such lower level.
Yeah, your Soren sucks.
Oh, Ileana might not be much better. Oh my god, Ileana, are you fucking serious?
Oh, your whole fucking... Oh,
you get
God.
one more chance here, girl. Okay, that's something. That's better. Alright, keep it up. Alright, okay, there we go. Now let's give the rest to Reese, just because he's really tough to level up. I think it's not long till we get Rolf either. I can't remember if he's actually good.
Oh, cool. Xbox physical gamers continue to just take L's.
I'm looking for my phone right now, but feel free to go on.
Indiana Jones doesn't have the game on the disc.
What does it have on the disc, then?
Some of the game.
So what does the disc do? Like, what benefit does it give me?
You can buy it in a store.
I guess. I can buy it used. used.
Yep.
And I've
Yeah.
because you don't have an Xbox, but I still don't have these ones.
It's because for decidedly unknown reasons, when Xbox built this generation, they did not upgrade their Blu-ray drives, so they are only capable of, while they can play UHD movies, they cannot read UHD game discs. So game discs are still capped at 50 gigs. So if your game is over 50, it can't fit on the disc unless you built 2 discs, at which point the game is way more expensive to manufacture, so they won't do it. So instead, an Xbox first-party game that is more than 50 gigs will not have the full game on the disc.
Christ.
You know how I know all of this? We talked about this vaguely because we got limited permissions. I was in charge of releasing Psychonauts 2 physically as an Xbox third-party game. Because Xbox was uninterested in releasing that game physically, and so I put it out. And how that deal happened is that's NDA. But the deal happened, and so if you go and you bought a copy of Psychonauts 2, you'll notice that it actually comes with 2 discs. There's an Xbox One generation disc and an Xbox Series X generation disc. And they both let you play the Series X version on a Series X, and so a lot of people were like, why the fuck would anyone do this? I'm confused. And the answer is, it's because we couldn't put both versions on the same disc, and we didn't want this was like a premium physical tangible good that came out a year after the game came out. And so if someone waited this long, they probably actually want both. Like they want it to survive on that disc after server shutdown, or in the event of a delist. So we just bit the bullet and printed 2 discs.
Christ.
Because that game was like 30 gigs, and we couldn't fit 2 30 gig ISOs essentially on one disc.
Xbox is doing great.
Yeah, sure is, isn't it?
I was reading last night, and this was just like, I saw this on Wikipedia as far as like,
yes,
what's known publicly, is like, apparently for Indiana Jones, like when they bought ZeniMax, they had to negotiate with Disney.
This came out during the trial. Yes, ZeniMax had Indiana Jones in development. It was a game. It was a multi-platform game coming to PlayStation and Xbox. Then they bought it. Then they bought ZeniMax, and they renegotiated the deal with Disney to give Disney a better cut in exchange for not coming to PlayStation. And then they changed their mind and said they do want to come to PlayStation anyway, but they did not get the better cut back. They did not go back to the original terms. Disney actually still now makes a bit bigger cut because they were indecisive.
I didn't read that part. I need to real quick message that to the friend I was talking to. They need to know.
Oh, again, like you said, they're doing great. What's the problem? Fail to see the issue. Microsoft doesn't know what their business strategy is, but they are at least capable, broadly speaking, of shipping games in a stable place. And
True.
PlayStation keeps shipping games on PC that the PC audience rejects and hates.
And PlayStation also had Concord, which is, I think, more embarrassing than anything Xbox has ever done.
Oh yeah, no, that people try to compare that to Redfall, but I'm like, no. No, Concord is a much bigger L than Redfall.
Yeah.
Redfall people just kind of didn't like.
I've never seen a AAA buy for $60 game go to market and then 2 weeks later be deleted.
No, yeah, that is an unprecedented disaster. Like, Concord is an Sony took one of the industry's all-time biggest L's this year, up there with Red Ring, Sega Saturn destroying its US launch, like, so many fucking L's in this industry, and like...
And then the secret level episode only makes it better, not just because of the fact that it exists and is still going to come out, but then we saw a trailer for that episode specifically, and none of the characters were recognizable because they were going to be the Season 2 characters.
Hell yeah, they were. Yes, Concord is... Like, Sony managed to somehow, in a year where everyone started the year furious at Microsoft, they are, at the end of it, Sony took the biggest L.
Yeah, I think Concord is the biggest L I've ever seen in gaming. Maybe not like the one with the longest term ramifications, but definitely the one that is the most immediately embarrassing.
Red Ring. Nothing in living memory out. Like, Red Ring cost over $1 billion to fix.
That's where I'm wondering, like, that definitely has bigger long-term ramifications.
It almost destroyed almost destroyed the brand forever. It was all units. It was their own hubris that caused the problem, because they knew that there were manufacturing issues and they still pushed the system out because they wanted a year lead on PlayStation. Like, no. Also, separately, same generation, cell architecture, $600. Like,
God, what a
no.
generation.
Both of those are like are two of the top 10 biggest L's in gaming history.
Well,
N64 cartridges.
Concord is at least the biggest in the last.
Oh, it's the biggest this generation.
Decade. I can't even say the last decade because technically Red Ring was in the last decade, but it didn't take place in this. Wait, no, it wasn't. Oh my fucking god, that was 20 years ago, not 10 years ago. Fuck.
Yeah, I was gonna say hello.
Oh fuck.
Hello, 10 years ago, we were playing Xbox One and PS4. However, Concord is probably a small,
stop. This is the biggest, most embarrassing L I've taken on stream. I would like to cease.
No, because the Xbox One is a bigger L than Concord.
Fuck. Oh my god. Concord is the biggest L in the last in this decade. Since 2015.
Ooh.
I'm doing the cutscene.
I mean,
this place brings back such memories. It hasn't changed in the slightest. Titania, have you been to Gallia before? A long time ago, when I was still a knight of Crimea. I volunteered for a military officer exchange program and spent some time studying at Gallia's royal palace. Get it now. That's why you weren't surprised when you saw the Lagoose. That's right. I've missed the sea. When the setting sun strikes the water, it's almost as though the horizon itself is on fire. Now that I think about it, my father knew where that old castle was. He sure acted like someone who'd been to Gallia before. Was he here with you? Mm-hmm. And we weren't the only ones. You've been here too, Ike. What? Ike! It's Mordecai. You'd better answer him. Yeah, but we can finish our talk later, after we've reached the castle. Well, that was cryptic.
PS Vita's a bigger L.
Maybe.
No, not maybe.
I don't.
PSVR 2 is a bigger L.
Embarrassing though.
PSVR
Like, I'm
2
not
is a
just
bigger
talking
L.
like what was the bigger failure. I'm saying what was more embarrassing, because like something can be a big failure without being embarrassing.
Oh, I'll tell you what the most embarrassing thing that Sony has faced in a long time is. Give me a second. I'm only gonna send this to you. I'm not pasting this in chat for reasons that will become immediately obvious.
Okay. That's always very scary.
Go scroll down and look at the GIF of that. That is what people at Sony are most embarrassed about.
Oh, I see.
They re-architected their whole business policies because of that Wikipedia page's GIF.
So, for quick context, this is not an NDA not sharing this with chat. This is our Twitch channel might get banned, not share with chat.
Yes. Yes, this is a... How did the ESRB allow this?
Oh my god. Okay. What is it, Mordecai?
Do you tire? Should we rest here?
No, I think we're all right. Good. Beorc are such weak species. A distance like this is nothing. Any Lagoo's worth his claws could cross it in a single bound. Leth. It's the truth.
If you persist in this way, you will shame the king. You sound like a fool.
Psst. You are not you are my subordinate. Never speak to me in such a way.
What's wrong is wrong. You are a fierce warrior, Leth. But when it comes to the Beorc, you are far too stubborn.
What did you say?
Come on now, both of you. Let's calm down.
Mordecai.
Wait. What is it? That smell on the wind. It's iron. It's the smell of weapons. The smell of Beorc. Heavily armored, well armed. Are you sure?
General Kotov, the Crimean mercenaries have entered our area of operations.
Ha! They're trapped. Call every last man. Ready for battle. We stop the enemy here.
Okay, so I know we're about to get Marcia. I think
One second, I'll be right back.
I think this is also the chapter where we get Mist and Rolf. I definitely want to train up Mist. I can't remember if Rolf's any good. And I kind of need Alex and 4 fossils here to guide me. Black armor. They're Dayan men, alright.
You're saying that some of the invasion force is still around?
Dang worms. They strut about the Gallian forests as though they own them. I won't stand for it.
The castle to the south. Many Beorc are inside. They carry iron rings. I smell them. Not good.
Titania, gather everyone together. Huh, understood. What now? If you hope to crush the worms, you do well to capture the ruins in the south. Since you probably want to flee, there is an escape route.
We're going to fight.
Oh.
There are times when running has its advantages, but I don't think we'll lose here.
Let's see.
I will also fight. Good. We could use the help.
Ike, everyone's here.
All right, let's go.
I want you two to take Mist and Rolf and retreat to the rear.
Of course.
We're counting on you. Be careful. Everyone who can fight, grab a weapon. Grail mercenaries, move out. Alright. We're still in that part of the game where we get everyone with us. I know Marcia's gonna show up, but not yet. Okay, I don't have control over Leth and Mordecai yet, so they're just gonna do their thing. They're not weak, but they're not, like, super Okay, right, the way the Lagoo's gauge works is over time they automatically transform, and I think Radiant Dawn was when they made it so that the gauge fills up and then you manually engage it. But in Path of Radiance, it automatically happens. So, I don't need to worry about them yet, because it's not under my control. lot of range, so let's swap. Ike! Missed. You and Rolf clear out of here. Stay back, no matter what. No, Ike. We're going to fight with you. Both of us. What? No, that's not going to happen. Be serious, Miss Mist. The two of you can't even wield weapons. I've got this. The heal stuff? Yeah, I made Reese teach me how to use it. I can heal injuries. I mean, just little ones, but still. Little ones? No, there's no way I'm letting you on this battlefield. Huh? Rolf, stop being such a brat, you little twerp. I'm going to fight too. I'm good with a bow. Really? That's news to me. Is that the best lie you could come up with? It's no lie! That's right, he's not lying. Of course he is. What are you talking about, Mist? Rolf's always practicing with his bow, and he's really good, aren't you? I sure am. And when did you learn to use a bow? Well, let's see. I guess I just sort of picked it up naturally. Stop lying, you booger-eating brat. You can't just pick up a weapon and start firing away. Someone has to teach you the basics. Well, maybe I'm just a prodigy, because I learned it all myself. You little... You don't know anything, Boyd. That's right. This is ridiculous. Enough. You two go back. No, we don't want to. All Rolf and I do is sit and wait and worry about you. We're tired of waiting. We want to fight by your side. Is that so? How about it, Rolf? Is that how you feel too? Uh-huh. No doubt. We'd rather be with you. What now, Commander? We take them with us. We're too pressed for time to sit here bickering. And at least if they're nearby, they'll be easier to protect. Are you serious? Yes, you won't regret this, Ike. I promise. I hope not. Alright, I'm reading through on the wiki to see if Rolf's any good, and it looks like he's not. The way that the wiki phrases it, in his overall, is that Rolf joins underleveled with base stats that would barely be acceptable several chapters earlier. Being locked with these stats would be a struggle on its own, but it's compounded by the fact that Rolf joins with E-bows. His growth rates are decent, but they aren't anything spectacular, and certainly aren't enough to salvage his poor bases. Even with favoritism, he'll take several chapters to catch up to the rest of your team. On top of all this, he joins around the same time as Marcia and Kieran, two of the best units in the game, meaning he'll need to steal valuable experience for them to get anywhere. Even if you want to recruit Shinon, Rolf doesn't need any experience to be kept safe in Chapter 18. The only potential threats are the siege tomes used on that map, but proper positioning and use the area staff can make them a non-issue. The other available choice for Sniper is Shinon. While neither are particularly worth using, Shinon is arguably still better due to joining with B-rank bows, allowing him to wield the Brave bow with ease. His niche of being the earliest joining bow user is relevant only once in Chapter 12, but even then he's held back by the fact that effective weaponry only multiplies might by 2 in Path of Radiance rather than the series' usual 3 times modifier. He will also be easily doubled if the player has not been investing in him up to this point. Once Astra joins the next chapter, any niche advantage that bows might have given him is gone. If for some reason 2 bow users are desired for the same map, Rolf might see some use to avoid promotes. Overall, Rolf makes a strong argument for being the hardest unit to effectively use in the game due to his low level, low bases, and a lack of strong enemy phase combat due to being bow locked. Okay, so... is thus really only recommended to train him if the player either likes his character, I don't, enjoys training weak units, or likes the archer class. Alright, so... Rolf's off the basketball team right away. Let's see what the wiki says about Mist, because she's also going to be hard to train up. Let's see if she's worth it. Mist starts as the only playable cleric. She's a staff wielder with low base stats who joins Chapter 9 killing a small amount of HP, but has the potential to grow into a usable healer given proper training. Mist is able to promote to a Valkyrie, increasing her mobility and giving her a mount as well as being a sword. Strenuous, she does not receive mastery bonus damage. Statistically, Mist is very physically fragile but has solid magic, lock, and resistance. Her strength is shaky and her skill is low, which can hamper her effect on promotion. Compared to Reese, the other available staff user earlier in the game, Mist has greater mobility upon promotion, which is important as many maps are path Radiance favorite units with movement. Reese, however, has the advantage of more availability and higher staff rank when Mist joins. You will also usually end up with higher magic because you're in basic growth. As such, continuing to use Reese while waiting for Mist to catch up is a good idea. Seeking to use Mist is recommended trainer B rank and swords after promotions. Use the Sonic Sword. Mist games B rank sword upon promotion have less effort than other characters to train up for B rank and a weapon game promotions where there is little competition. Arm scroll, so if those can be used here. Well, if this is done, Mist can become the last man of swords. Okay, so I think that Mist is probably worth keeping around. And Rolf is not. So, let's see what we're dealing with here. Okay, 2 houses over here to visit. Mostly axes, swords, lance. Axes, magic. Swords. I think. This is such a weird map. Because it's like so anchored around the optional objective. Well, it's not even an objective really, but okay, so Ike's gonna hang out with the Lagoos. Sorn possibly. So you're not really a factor. You know what? Let's enemy phase that. Rolf, just sit here. Okay, so Mia's gonna be doing pretty well, I think. If I remember right, she was getting pretty good level ups. Oscar was not exactly a slouch, I think. How y'all doing tonight? How's the chat doing? By the way,
What is it?
if there's some special task you would ask of us, we're willing to listen.
What are you talking about?
Ah, open your ears. If you wish it, we shall follow your orders. You must direct us. Really? You're willing to take orders from me?
This is a Beorg fight. If you don't direct us, then we have no reason for being here. So spoke our king.
But last night, you...
That was an emergency.
We thought you were in danger. You thought correctly. We were in danger. I thank you. We were greatly aided by your arrival. You are welcome. Very well. Let us fight together. If you choose not to direct us, we shall do as we please. You find this acceptable? Of course. Well then, good fortune to us all.
I forgot that this is actually a game where you can give commands to the yellow units.
It's kind of been a while since I've played a Fire Emblem game that lets you do that. I don't think they get experience while they're yellow, though, do they?
They do not. I'm back.
So, I don't think I really want them to do much. I think I'll just have them hang around. Soren, can you do anything meaningful? I'm begging you. Oh, this is not good weapon triangle, but... Oh, this is... This will go fine, I think. How bad will this go for you? Extremely bad. Don't do that, Boyd. Soren, I'm begging you, you need a good level up. You really need it.
I do?
Soren.
It's not what it sounded like. Gotta be really careful pronouncing that while I'm on the call.
I mean, if you want to have a good level up, like, that's fine too. There's room to go around for level ups here. Soren about to die. Attack 18. Okay, no, he cannot one hit Thorn. Man, the coast is so bad for Titania's movement.
Have you watched Skeleton Crew?
I have not. It's not super on my radar. I know I believe that it's good, but I don't know. Target audience skewing young. I'm not super sure if I'm interested.
No. It's just really, really fun.
I believe it, 100%.
Just in a way I was in no way expecting.
Yeah. I might give it a try, but it's not one that, like, I have a high interest in.
I'm using Rolf here just to weaken this guy. Rolf doesn't deserve the experience, but I want to be at him.
Except for Lumpy's table, of course.
Oh, of course, absolutely. Fuck, I can't believe. Fuck.
They did theatrical screenings of the premiere, and apparently, for multiple screenings, all of the adults started laughing uproariously at that, and none of the kids got it, obviously.
Oh fuck! I didn't realize he had that pole axe. Shit. No one else is in range. Fuck. Okay, missed. Time for you to get a start on this. I feel like we inch ever closer to an open acknowledgement of the holiday special in like I guess I can't say acknowledgement. That is what this is, but like
there have been multiple. There's,
yeah.
I mean, Mandalorian has Boba Fett's disintegrator gun, and the fucking parks have annual Life Day celebrations.
Yeah.
And
Life Day is extremely part of canon.
Yes, and there's a Life Day special on Disney Plus that is not holiday special related, and also the Boba Fett cartoon from the holiday special is fully available on.
Really?
On Disney
I didn't
Plus.
know that part.
Oh yeah, the one good part that people say they like and that Disney also actually has the rights to, because that's the thing people forget, is that Disney doesn't actually have the rights to that special.
Yeah,
that's a CBS thing. So actually, like, no one has the rights to it.
I feel like if it wasn't a CBS thing, then like in the stipulation, like for the Lucasfilm buyout with Disney, Lucas would have written in except for that part. Like, I guarantee that if Lucas had the rights for it, he would have gone out of his way not to include it in the buyout.
Oh yeah. Have you ever actually sat and watched the entire holiday special?
Yes.
Yeah, like
only once.
Half the shit in there is like stuff that was never designed with rights in mind.
Absolutely not. No.
It's just a lot of like live performances and shit.
Honestly, I feel like okay, so the thing about the Star Wars holiday special is that frankly a lot more of it is just outright boring than people are willing to admit.
Oh, I mean, yes, that is a 1970s holiday TV variety show, which was on its way out when that happened.
Yeah.
Like, that was a dying format of television. This one is only notable for one, being very late in the 70s and one of the last major variety show programs, and B, being Star Wars.
Yeah.
And also it has all of the original lead actors, including a contractually mandated but in no way that ready for filming Mark Hamill.
Yeah.
Had his face scarred up, so he had awful makeup all over his face.
Yeah, God. Someone should have understood that was a bad idea.
But you can't have it without Luke.
I know.
They had it without Darth Vader, though.
But yeah, like a lot of that special is not funny bad. It's just bad.
Oh yeah. I don't know. Stir, whip, 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 stir is pretty iconic.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that part's good, obviously. But
honestly, the intended joke holds up on that one. That's not like a this is cringe.
No, you're right. You're right.
The intended joke of, and then she pulls out the third arm. That's just a good bit. I like that.
I'm not saying there's nothing good there.
Oh yes, Tobor. Tobor is robot spelled Yes, Lumpy's fucking hologram table that he, let's say, enjoys himself to is an incredibly weird deep cut to put in the kids show.
Yeah.
But you know what? Fuck it. Parents are watching it too.
I will admit, I probably would not have recognized that by sight, but I definitely, like, as soon as you, like, once you say the words, I do know exactly what you mean.
Oh, you would know it by sight. It's the exact same one and doing the exact same circus routine.
I've only seen the holiday special once.
You would... I promise you, they go out of their way to make it as recognizable as humanly possible.
I don't know.
It is doing the exact same circus routine. Like, with the same audio, the same visuals. It's like, wow, and it zooms in and it lingers on it to make sure you get the joke. And I'm like, hell yeah.
Is it even possible to save this house? What the hell? I came straight here. I don't think it is. I came straight
Probably
here.
with an overpowered Pegasus Knight, yes.
But... but...
Yeah. Don't worry about it. Get good. Yeah, I don't know. The, yeah. Again, weird thing to reference, but no,
I'm glad
it's...
they did.
Yeah. I see what they mean when they say that, Skeleton Crew isn't a kids show. Like, I didn't understand what that meant until I saw it. It's a kids movie in the same, or it's a kids show in the same way that Phantom Menace is a kids movie, or Star Wars: A New Hope is a kids movie.
So it's like appropriate for kids.
Yeah, it's appropriate for kids, and you've got, you know, you've got some young actors to be the point of view main characters.
Is it a kids show in the way that like Clone Wars is a kids show too? Like that kind of thing? No.
Violence-wise, yes. It doesn't get more violent than Clone Wars, but I don't know. Cause like Clone Wars rarely focuses on the younglings, but when it does, it's obnoxious as hell. This has like this has plot beats about like standardized testing programs and having a crush on a girl in class, but also is about like pirates backstabbing each other.
Rolf's about to die, and I don't think I care.
Wow, rest in peace.
He's like the worst unit in the game. It's fine.
No perfect run then.
Oh, we're well past that. We're
know,
well past that.
But yeah, no, also, it, like, I don't know. It looks good in a way that I'm surprised by, because so many people assumed that this would be a kids program, and I was until I was proven otherwise by literally watching the thing. I wasn't expecting it to have a big budget. But, like, because kids
So
shows
like,
rarely get a good
like
big
all
budget,
in.
because kids don't give a shit.
So they like commit to the quality fully.
Oh, yeah. No, this does not look any worse than a medium quality episode of The Mandalorian.
Okay.
Which is to say,
so no half-assing this.
yeah, no. Is it the best looking thing on Disney Plus? No. But it doesn't look bad.
Okay.
All
right, Sora, come on.
Also, There's some intrigue that I'm very curious about that, like, has adult Star Wars fans very intrigued because this is in the era of the New Republic, and they're referring to working towards the project, and like the planet they're on sure seems like it like it had nothing to do with the Empire. So like, what the fuck's going on there? What's going on with this weird planet? Yeah, there's like some like actual like Star Wars lore intrigue for the people who care about that. That shit's not for the kids. That shit's just for adults.
Yeah.
The kids do not care about the bureaucracy of the New Republic. That will be there for the kids when they grow up. But like, without spoiling things, the Ahsoka show is also very interested in the politics of the New Republic.
Okay, so they might end up being pretty related then.
Yes, and also like, there's exactly one episode of season 3 of The Mandalorian that is interested in the politics of the New Republic for about half the episode. And it's by far the best episode of the season, but it's not good.
I've heard, it might be like one of the episodes I've heard a couple things about.
Where someone said, "Oh, they thought they could be Andor for an episode and they couldn't."
Yeah.
Yes, that one. Yes, that one.
Okay.
Here, let me see if Wikipedia has a 1-paragraph plot summary of that episode. I bet it does.
Yeah, Mando season 3, like Mando season 2 kind of lost me, but I at least finished it out. And then I made the active decision to ignore Book of Boba Fett and just go, like, I knew what happened in Book of Boba Fett, so I was just like, whatever, I don't give a shit, I'm just gonna start season 3. And then, like, I watched the first episode of season 3, and I was just like, I don't give a shit.
Okay. Oh, this is actually really interesting because this plot summary actually, like, really, belies anything that was even remotely good about this episode, and just strips it down to the most barren, like, uninteresting. The episode wasn't deep, but like, Jesus Christ. Do you care if I read the plot description of a 1.5 old Star Wars
Go
episode?
For it. I don't give a shit.
Alright. For anyone that doesn't
watch Mandalorian season 3.
Yeah, for anyone that doesn't want to hear about the plot, Wikipedia describing the plot of The Mandalorian Chapter 19, The Convert. Alright, I'm just gonna read this verbatim.
Hold on, I love this line in Path of Radiance.
Oh,
We're pirates, we don't turn tail from government scum.
Oh yeah. Alright, here's how Wikipedia summarizes this. After the Mandalorian recovers from it, I cannot believe that everyone just still calls him the Mandalorian when there's like 80 Mandalorians running around on screen. Like, there are so many Mandalorians in season 3 of Mando.
Ah, but he's the Mandalorian.
Oh, he's fucking Din. Everyone just calls him Din in the show, but Star Wars keeps calling him the Mandalorian. Anyways, after the Mandalorian recovers from his sudden fall to the depths of the living waters, which is a thing that you don't have context for, and it doesn't matter.
One of my friends explained it to me at some point. I don't remember most of it, so I don't really give a shit, but...
It comes up in Rebels a bit. It's extended Filoni lore. He and Bo-Katan Kryze depart from Mandalore. The Bo-Katan withholds the Mythosaur's existence from Din.
Alright, I did hear about the Mythosaur.
Yeah, the fucking Mythosaur. Upon returning to Kalevala, they were attacked by an Imperial TIE squadron. While she and Din were able to fend off the attackers, a large squadron of TIE bombers appears moments after, destroying Bo-Katan's castle. Enraged, Bo-Katan attempts to pursue the bombers and manages to destroy several of them with heat-seeking missiles, but a massive swarm of TIE interceptors arrive. So it goes from TIE fighters to TIE bombers to TIE interceptors, forcing Bo-Katan and the Mandalorian to flee
That's a
from
Pokemon
Kalevala.
evolutionary line right there.
Yes. Meanwhile, on Coruscant, so this is being juxtaposed. That is the B plot. This is the A plot of the episode, right here. Meanwhile, on Coruscant, Dr. Pershing, who was the cloning scientist obsessed with Grogu in the first 2 seasons, Dr. Pershing receives a pardon by the New Republic, but is startled to find because they want him to do cloning work for the New Republic. This is actually
so it's Operation Paperclip.
This is the most interesting thing of this episode that is completely left out of this summary. It's very like, LOL, here's some rich people being like, oh, are we the New Republic or are we the Empire? I can't tell, it's all the same to me, ha 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 ha. Like, fascism didn't impact me, so I don't understand the difference. I just vote for whoever I think is gonna win. Like, shit like that. So it's like very, very whatever. But meanwhile, of course, Dr. Pershing receives a pardon by the New Republic, but is startled to find Elia Kane, a former communications officer who was a part of Moff Gideon's Imperial Remnant, among the amnesty program's recipients. Kane declares to assist Pershing in his efforts to continue his cloning research, which has been outlawed by the Republic. They sneak aboard a decommissioned Imperial-class Star Destroyer to steal the necessary materials, but Kane betrays Pershing to the Republic's lawkeepers, and she keeps the cloning materials. Later, Kane secretly sabotages the mind-wiping procedure used on him, worsening its effects to lethality. So the Republic decided that they were just gonna fucking mind-wipe him again, to take him from being Imperial to be a good New Republic citizen, which is apparently what they've been doing to all the Imperial military and like scientists and shit. And she breaks into that and fully wipes everything in his brain. Yes, that's what the New Republic is doing. Like I said, this is the only interesting episode of this whole season because of what it's showing about the New Republic. And
Is this like pre-established stuff, or did Mandalorian just decide to go for it?
Mandalorian's going for it. And this is not just Mandalorian, this is the story being told across Skeleton Crew and Ahsoka and Mando and like all of this
Okay,
New Republic era
stuff. So that's what I was wondering. Like, is that like the direction that a lot of the New Republic era stuff is doing, or did Mando just like walk in, toss that on the floor, and walk out?
No, this is actually being set up across all of the different the Filoni-led TV shows.
Okay.
This is his vision of the New Republic because he got handed the New Republic gets founded, and 25 years later, it doesn't even matter, and the First Order is there anyway. Tell that story.
Okay. Quick cutscene. Ike!
You're that.
That's right, it's me, Marcia. As promised, I'm here to pay my debt. I'm gonna join your group.
Join us? But I thought you were one of the Holy Pegasus Knights of Benyon.
I resigned. So what do you say? Are you gonna let me win? Are you gonna let me in or what? Come on.
Are you sure about this? I mean, I'll be honest with you. We're a destitute band of mercenaries. Your wages will be a pittance compared to what you used to.
So what? Are you saying no?
No, I'm simply pointing out that you'll be losing almost all of...
I don't lose out on anything. Plus, I'll work twice as hard as anyone else. Come on, please let me join. Please?
Well, if that's what you want, I guess we'll give it a shot. We're short-handed, though, so you're going to be busy.
Huzzah! That's great. Just tell me what needs doing. Great, we gotta fit someone else on payroll.
Hell yeah. So that's the end of the Coruscant plot. And then, meanwhile, the Mandalorian and Bo-Katan arrive at the secret Mandalorian Enclave, where the Mandalorian presents the Armorer with a sample of the living waters as proof of his redemption. Having proven himself, the Armorer tells Din that he is redeemed because she has also bathed in the waters and has not removed her helmet in front of others since doing so. Bo-Katan is also welcomed into the Enclave. And so it is called the Convert, because it's about Imperial Amnesty Program and Bo-Katan joining the cult.
Yeah. I think for some reason, I don't remember why, because I don't remember the details of everything. But that plot point with Bo-Katan, just getting to join the cult, for some reason, like my friend that's like really into it still for Star Wars is like really upset by that. And I don't remember why.
Because Bo-Katan didn't trust the cult and hated the cult, and then they just let her in on a technicality, basically.
Okay.
She was not actually like trying to join, but they were like, Emma was like, you join as well, and she was like, but I don't believe what you believe. And the armor was like, did you bathe in the living waters? Yes. Have you taken your helmet off since then? No. You're welcome. This is nowhere near the most batshit Bo-Katan plot in Season 3, which is... So you remember how the Darksaber needs to be won by combat?
Sure.
Well, Bo-Katan had it at the end of Season 2, but all the other Mandalorians said, you didn't earn that. You didn't win that in combat. So they start playing...
This might be the end of Rolf.
I'm sorry, Rolf. R.I.P. Rolf.
I'm not sorry.
R.I.P. Rolf. I'm so scared.
Oh, he like dies.
Yes.
Oh my god. Fuck.
So,
I didn't know that.
Yes.
Oh shit. Didn't know that either. Oh fuck.
Yeah, so she... Din makes an impassioned speech. I'm trying to see if I can remember the specifics. He defeated...
Oh fuck, Leth's about to change back too. Fuck.
Oh yeah,
so
she is.
bad. Oh my god.
I think you might need to reset.
I hope not. Oh no, wait. Okay, no. The allies move before enemies. Leth, get the fuck out of there.
Yes. So Din disarmed Moff Gideon and took the Darksaber, which made Din the rightful owner. Then Din almost died in the cave in Season 3 with the living waters and the mythosaur, and she saved him. Also, I think disarming him at some point, just like randomly, and so he says, by a technicality, now she is the real owner.
And then sounds like a deeply stupid subplot.
No, it was not a subplot. It was one conversation. It was a 5-minute conversation where the whole show paused to argue about who has proper ownership over the Darksaber.
Oh, fuck!
Because no one would.
I hate
no one
that.
Would trust that Bo-Katan was worth it, unless.
I really don't like bringing up this franchise, but I cannot help but point
Yes,
out...
it is just like that. You don't have to say it? Yes, it is just like that. I know where you're going.
And it wasn't satisfying in that either. I'm guessing it's not satisfying in this.
That's correct. Let me see if I can find what Wikipedia says.
Fuck, that dude's level 18. And he doesn't even drop the Venom Axe? Oh, what's the point then? Get me out of here. Fuck this.
Okay, that's right. That's right. So, a cyborg spider disarmed the Mandalorian and then Bo-Katan defeated the cyborg spider.
I'm sorry, can you say that sentence again?
A cyborg spider disarmed the Mandalorian, and then Bo-Katan defeated the cyborg spider. Here is how Wikipedia describes it. Bo-Katan reasons that in order to retake Mandalore, they should stop fighting each other and join forces. To help her ascendance, the Mandalorian admits his capture by the cyborg in the mines of Mandalore and his rescue by Bo-Katan, defeating his captor. Seeing the truth in this revelation, Woves and the others accept that the Darksaber rightfully belongs to her. The Mandalorian then bestows the weapon to her.
Oh, I just saw why is the stream titled Furries? This is live.
Yes. Cyborg spiders. Why didn't you watch season 3, Melanie? Come on.
Why didn't I watch season 3, you know? That first episode of season 3 just, wow, did not give me one single thing to give a shit about, except the Babu Frick people.
Yeah. No, the largely the point of, fucking the season 3 of Mandalorian is about Bo-Katan. Semicolon. Bo-Katan is wholly uninteresting to people who have not watched all of, and I mean including the last season, Star Wars The Clone Wars and Star Wars Rebels. I have.
So bold.
I have seen all of that. I was also slightly underwhelmed. Nowhere near as underwhelmed as the general audience was. But I was also like, you're not even doing something especially great with Bo-Katan's story.
What? I cannot imagine what just the average person, because like the average person doesn't think cartoons are real. The average person will not watch Clone Wars.
Melanie, when you get to season 7, or no, season 6, when you get to, I'm sorry, 5. It's at the end of season 5. End of season 5 for real. You get to the end of season 5, and you realize, like, when they explain to you in plain English why Bo-Katan matters, and then you realize that literally there is not a single line of dialogue in all of The Mandalorian to try and explain to the viewer who Bo-Katan is or why she matters, is the most infuriating thing.
I don't know. When Bo-Katan first showed up in Mandalorian season 2, I was in the NWR Slack saying, I don't know who the fuck this is. Like, why am I supposed to care about this? And Neil says, what more do you need to know than that she's Mandalorian royalty and she kicks ass? And my response was, is she Mandalorian royalty? The show didn't tell me that.
Yeah. Yeah, no, the show never tells you that, in fact.
Mm-hmm.
Not even in season 3. Nope.
Love that.
Oh,
I do not like the position that Boyd is in right now. We'll just let him enemy phase this and hopefully he won't die. Hopefully though. Okay, shit.
Ooh, don't like that.
What kind of is that?
Developer, I just saw this. The developer of Stardew Valley just gave an update on Haunted Chocolatier where he says, and I'm going to read this verbatim, yes, it's going to be a lot of work still, but it's okay, I'm addicted to the grind. Cool shit.
Didn't he, like, almost kill himself with overwork from Stardew Valley?
Yeah, something like that. And then said that his publisher didn't do any of the work of making people aware of that game. very angry and vocal disagreement on when Chucklefish did marketing to tell people about the game. Was that meaningful to people knowing about the game? When they told streamers, here's a copy of the game, you should play it, this is why, here's a gift, here's a code, do this, and then they influenced a bunch of people to go buy the game, and then they influenced a bunch of people to buy the game.
Did the publisher do anything?
I've never played Stardew Valley, so I don't really know that much about it.
That's fine. All you need to know is that that game got successful enough that he was able to make his audience vilify the publisher because they were taking money from the game. And that sucks.
Sounds like cool shit.
Yeah, perfectly normal, healthy shit.
I knew that there was some disagreement, like, between him and the publisher at some point. I never knew the details. Like, is it just that, like...
He didn't like that they were taking money. He wanted the money.
Well, then why did he sign with a publisher?
Because he didn't think the game would be successful without them. And the game was successful. So he wanted his money back. Yes. If you're just getting slightly more and more frustrated by how circular this logic is, imagine being the publisher. Anyways, they don't publish the game anymore.
Oh, I imagine not, no.
Anyways, he's apparently addicted to the grind.
This guy sounds like he's not, like, problematic, but he definitely sounds like a jackass.
Oh yeah, he doesn't seem like, he's not like canceled, but he sucks.
Yeah, like I wouldn't say like he needs to be like deplatformed or not supported or anything, but he's definitely like, I would not want to be in the same room as this guy.
Yeah, no, he seems like he sucks.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad the game worked out for him by sheer miracle and no one's influence.
Yep. Did you know that when you launch a good game, it's immediately successful?
That is true. Absolutely
I've heard
zero
this.
evidence to the contrary.
Yeah, there's never been a good game that hasn't done well.
Not like I'm playing one right now. Play Ghost Trick. Yeah. I feel bad for not buying the Ghost Trick remake, but I bought it like the first time, so like.
Yeah.
You know,
I don't know.
I did my part.
Buy Sokoban Express.
I did.
Yeah, I'm not talking to you, just in general to the world.
Yeah.
Good games that don't do well.
That's not a good uh-oh.
Sony might have more confidence in this shit than I expected for bad faith reasons. The Kraven the Hunter embargo is for 2 days before the movie comes out. What world possessed them to think that this will not be torn to shreds by reviewers?
Oh, Les, don't...
No. Yar har, beasties. Fangs, GX Sony logic.
This is now a timed mission.
Did you I don't know if you saw this, Melanie, but Andy Serkis was apparently asked to perform as Null, incredibly last minute, as in they didn't have anyone lined up for Null. They just forgot to cast their bad guy.
Oh, I've heard Null's in that movie for like 3 seconds, so...
Yeah, no, he is. And apparently, like, at the recording session, which he says was, like, less than half a day, they were like, you know, this is a big character. And he was like, yeah. He's like, so this could go on for a while. This could be in more movies. And then he was like, I would assume so. And they were like, thank you for your time.
I would assume so.
Yeah, GX sounds like good filmmaking. Looking forward to their Zelda movie. Marvel would like to thank Avi Arad, the original true believer. God. Never. Me tweeting out, thank you, Avi Arad, is my kidnapped phrase. Fuck that dude.
I think so often of the line from the MCU book that just says, looks like Avi's finally lost it. Honestly, maybe he never had it.
Yes.
Leth, what the fuck are you doing? What was this? What was your plan? Fuck. You're not anywhere close to transforming.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyways, yes, partnering with Sony Pictures Entertainment for anything that has actual stakes, like a Zelda movie, sure is just a categorical misfire.
Yeah, that movie's gonna suck.
Sony doesn't make good movies. Like, they simply don't. I don't know what to... let me look at Columbia Pictures. Wikipedia, Sony Pictures. Give me the list of the movies. God, this Wikipedia is exhausting because of the monopoly that they have in anime.
Oh shit, yeah.
So it lists fucking it lists Crunchyroll LLC, Crunchyroll UK and Ireland, Crunchyroll Store Australia, Crunchyroll EMEA, Crunchyroll SAS, Crunchyroll SA, Crunchyroll GmbH, Crunchyroll Games, Crunchyroll Store, Crunchyroll Channel. This is excluding fucking Funimation because they got rid of that brand. They decided it wasn't a strong enough brand. Despite the fact that that brand predates Crunchyroll by decades.
I mean, I hate to say it, I'm not certain that they're... like, they're only gonna keep one between Funimation and Crunchyroll, and I hate to say it, I don't think they chose one.
Let's choose... Instead of let's choose, we brought anime to the mainstream, they chose... Let's pirate a bunch of people and hope they don't get mad. Whoop, they got mad. Let's make this a legit business.
I mean, in terms of... I don't like Crunchyroll and kind of never have, but, like, in terms of what's the bigger brand right the hell now...
Oh, right now, but long term, who knows?
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna read you Sony's movies from this decade. Bad Boys for Life. The Magic Kid, Three Unlikely Heroes. Fantasy Island. Narcissus and Goldmund.
What?
It's a German drama loosely based on the eponymous novel by Hermann Hesse.
I'm sure it is.
Bloodshot. The Craft, Legacy. The Mitchells versus the Machines. Peter Rabbit 2, The Runaway. Wish Dragon. Fatherhood. Escape Room, Tournament of Champions. Vivo. Cinderella. Venom, Let There Be Carnage. Ghostbusters, Afterlife. Spider-Man No Way Home Asterisk. It's like, yeah, you did publish that movie. You didn't make the movie. Disney gave you the movie.
You were involved.
Not really. Pascal Pictures was involved. That's another company.
You did pay for the movie.
They paid for half of the movie.
Some of your money is in that movie.
Yes. A Journal for Jordan.
I love Nightkiller. Look at that lad.
Hotel Transylvania, Transformania. Uncharted. Morbius. Father Stew. Locked In Society. The Man from Toronto.
What the fuck is The Man from Toronto?
It is a Kevin Hart, Woody Harrelson movie on Netflix with the tagline, Hitman meets Dead Man. The film received generally negative reviews from critics.
Because he says these are starting to sound like fake movies.
No, every single one of these fucking movies is real. Sony does not make good movies. Sometimes they accidentally release good movies, but they don't make good movies. Where the Crawdads Sing.
Putting The Man from Toronto in the writing club prompt box.
God. Chat seems active. Consider clipping this moment for Nintendo World Report. Thanks, Twitch. I don't think The Man from Toronto needs to be a clip, but what do I know? We're the Crawdads Sing. Bullet Train. Lyle Crocodile. Devotion. A Man Called Otto. 65.
Man Called Otto is that movie about what if Tom Hanks was angry, right?
Yeah. That's exactly what it is. Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, which was made by Lord Miller Productions and Pascal Pictures, not Sony. Sony was handed a finished movie and put it out.
Mm-hmm.
Noticing a trend with the Spider-Man movies? They don't actually do anything on them. No hard feelings.
Oh, I have many hard feelings right now.
That's the Jennifer Lawrence sex comedy.
Right.
Gran Turismo.
I've heard people say that one's okay, but I've never seen it.
Gran Turismo. The Equalizer 3. Dumb Money, which is a... Dumb Money is a movie about the GameStop thing that paints the traders as the absolute good guys.
Of course it does. Why wouldn't it?
Napoleon. Co-produced with Apple. Anyone But You, which is the Sydney Sweeney Glenn Powell fuck movie. Immediately followed by Madam Web, which is the Sydney Sweeney Doesn't Give a Fuck movie. Incredible back-to-back star turn from Sydney Sweeney with Sony. Ghostbusters, Frozen Empire.
Didn't
Garfield
she, like, partially
movie.
agree to do Madam Web just because, like, it meant that they would do another movie she wanted to make?
Yes, that other one.
Okay, yeah. Sounds like she won out there.
GX, what one do you want me to... You said, wait, pardon? Which one? The City Sweeney fucks movie, Anyone But You, or the City Sweeney Doesn't Give a Fuck movie, Madam Web? Oh, Game Stonks. Yeah, the movie's called Dumb Money, and it came out in theaters. It's terrible.
Alright, cutscene time.
It stars Vincent D'Onofrio.
We defeated their commander, but we still don't know what they were after.
It seems unlikely that they were merely pursuing Princess Alencia.
I wonder if Dayan is planning to invade Gallia.
Perhaps Crimea was only a stone on which to whet their blades.
No matter the motive, the fact remains that Dayan crossed the border. Under such circumstances, hostilities between Dayan and Gallia could break out at any time. So it's war. Again.
If war erupts between the Beorc and the Laguz, it's only a matter of time before other nations become involved. Could Dayan truly mean to set the land aflame in a blaze of war? If that happens, many of our citizens will be sacrificed on the altar of their ambition.
We too need to choose which way to move, which side to take.
Whose side? We shall never support Dayan. Unthinkable.
Captain Titania, we are human. Would you truly have a side with Laguz against other humans? That is unthinkable. Beorc and Laguz.
Are you going to sit here and argue about a war that hasn't started? You Beorcers are all so timid. It's pathetic.
Leth, you must not say such things. Mordecai, Leth, what do you think? Will it come to war?
Our claws are sharp. If Dayan invades Gallia, we're ready for battle. If our king wills it, war will come.
I like it not. War brings pain, sorrow. This is troubling.
Enough. We've lost much time. Let us make for the palace. We must reach tonight's camp before the sun sets.
Is the palace still far?
On your skinny Beorc legs, it is very far. But we'll do as we can. We're gonna meet the Lion King.
Yay.
My Lord Ike, everyone.
Princess Alencia.
I heard about Commander Grail. I don't know what to say.
Don't worry. We're all right. We're getting by. Somehow.
Oh, Ike.
The king has arrived.
Hey there.
Thank you for coming to Gallia Palace. I am Cainagus, ruler of the Kingdom of Gallia. These are the Grail mercenaries. I am Ike, their commander. You have been raised well, young pup. I didn't recognize you. What?
When last you were here, you were still a small child.
Is that you, Titania? It's good to see you.
The pleasure is all mine, Your Majesty.
The two of you are friends? How does the king know me? I have something I must tell you about your father, Grail. Leth, Mordecai, leave us now. Prepare rooms so our guests may have a place to rest and heal their wounds.
At once, my lord. Would it be best if I were to leave as well?
No, princess. I would have you stay. And this one will also stay. This is Gifka, my shadow. Pay him no more heed than you can bear. Understood? I would have Titania and Soren stay with me as well.
Me?
So be it. Now then, where to begin? Titania, how much did Grail tell his son?
Ike was raised with no knowledge of Gallia whatsoever, nor does he recall ever having been here.
Is that so? Then it is best for me to tell him all that I know. Although that is not much. It's alright. Whatever you can tell me will be appreciated. I want to know more of my father. You have good eyes. Honest and brave. I see your father. Long ago, Grail, your father, worked as a mercenary for Gallia. We forged a bond, he and I. To speak truly, I still do not trust the Beorc. Your father was different. Princess Alencia's father, King Raman, and his brother, Lord Rennie, are also of a different kind. All are.
or were, exceptional men. Men in whom one could place his trust.
They're just normal men. Just innocent men.
Oh, Titania, you are an exception as well. Among Bayork females, you are unique.
Men and females. God damn it.
Men and
You're most gracious, Your Majesty. My father was a mercenary for Gallia?
Correct. And you and your sister, you were both born here in Gallia. You stayed only for a short time, but part of your childhood was spent within these borders.
Miss and I were born here. Is that so? I don't remember any of this at all.
I feel your parents were carrying a dark secret. Someone was hunting them, I'm sure of it. Once, over 10 years ago, and after your mother had been slain, your father chose to leave Gallia. Before he left, I went to him and asked him to share his tale. I asked him, why are you being chased? Is there anything I can do to help? But I was unable to lose his tongue. And then I heard he had returned to Gallia, and I thought I had another chance to hear his tale. His fate was blackened. If I had been faster, if I had hastened my steps, perhaps things would be different.
Wait, now I understand. The voice I heard, that was you, wasn't it?
He does not like other girls, Valencia.
His wound was fatal. I could do nothing. I thought it best not to interfere in his final moments, so I remained hidden. Tell me, his last, did he confess anything to you? The identity of the Black Knight. Did he reveal it?
The Black Knight? No, I don't know who he was. My father entrusted me with his command. Told me to trust King Cainigus and to live peacefully in Gallia. He said to forget everything else.
Is that so? Well, let me do as I can. If any of your mercenaries desire to live here, I will so arrange it. I will vouchsafe them homes and land.
Your kindness is truly appreciated. But speaking for myself, I couldn't live here in peace. Not now. I will avenge my father. I cannot so quickly forget the past. Or the Black Knight. But Ike, that's not... I know. Not strong enough. An opponent who could defeat my father is well beyond my reach. That's why I've devoted myself to growing stronger. I will lead my father's mercenaries and prepare for the day when my chance for revenge arrives.
A prudent course of action. You look as one who would be more impulsive. You are Grail's son, after all.
Ha! You've matured, Ike. It seems like yesterday that you were merely a child.
And now I would ask a boon of you. The strength of your mercenary band, Ike. Would you lend it to Princess Alicia?
Are you serious? Cainigus.
Gallia and Crimea are allied nations. That cannot be denied. However, this alliance in reality binds only the royal families. It is not respected by our citizenry.
The people of Gallia are seldom seen in Crimea, are they? Even though our nations are friends, the people of Crimea have little real understanding of the Lagoos. Many of our people still use that undignified name, subhuman, when they speak of the Lagoos. My father's heart was filled with shame and sorrow over what you described. More than any king in our history, he wanted to deepen relations between our people. And then...
Perhaps that is why Dayan targeted him. Their hatred of the Lagoos is well known. Could it be? In my heart of hearts, I would like to take guardianship of Princess Alicia and assist in the rebuilding of Crimea. However, anti-Bayork sentiment is running high here in Gallia. If we were to offer safe harbor to Alicia, I feel many of our elder statesmen would protest. They would say that we are giving Dayan an ideal excuse to attack. Which means Gallia can't offer Princess Alicia any relief at all. Is that it? Unfortunately, it is true.
Lord Ike, King Cainigus has advised me to turn to the Benyon theocracy for aid in Crimea's restoration. He says we should make of Benyon a formal request and gain the support of their shields. Passage to Benyon will require several months at sea. An escort will be necessary. As you know, we lack the numbers to serve as a complete mercenary army. So if the princess were willing to hire us as an escort, it would be an offer beyond our expectations. Titania, Soren, I think perhaps we should accept the king's offer. What do you say? It's what you want, right, Commander? then it's our job to follow you. However you wish to proceed is fine. I'll do all in my power to ensure that our road leads to success. Understood. As of now, the Grail mercenaries shall assume the honor of serving as escort to the Princess of Nightmare. Princess Elincia, our journey together will undoubtedly be a long one. May we serve you well. Oh, thank you very much. I only pray that I, in turn, may be worthy of your service. Chapter took longer than I thought it would.
Oh yeah, it did. So Melanie, on the Wii U scale, how would you rank the Garfield movie starring Chris Pratt?
I don't know. I haven't seen it.
Vixie says that their GoFundMe got funded.
Good. That is good. I don't think I have another chapter of Path of Radiance in me.
That's fine. You can call it.
Yeah.
Real quick to wrap up Sony's movies.
I don't know if I'm like super done for the night, but like that chapter was like almost 2 hours. I don't have another 2 hours in me. I have not been sleeping well lately, and I'm feeling that. So what do I do instead? I don't know. I guess maybe I should just call it. I don't know. Well, you had something about more Sony?
Yes, really fast. Other Sony movies, the Bad Boys Ride or Die, Fly Me to the Moon, Harold and the Purple Crayon starring Zachary Levi. It Ends With Us, Afraid, Saturday Night, and Venom: The Last Dance, with upcoming movies. Craven the Hunter, Green Bones, Paddington in Peru, Karate Kid Legends, 28 Years Later, Untitled I Know What You Did Last Summer sequel, Beneath the Storm, Animal Friends, Goat, Street Fighter, Untitled Spider-Man No Way Home
Street
sequel.
Fighter?
Yeah, in 2026. In production with Legendary Pictures, who did the Monster Hunter movie, and Capcom.
Third time's the charm, I guess?
And also Untitled Jumanji: The Next Level sequel.
Oh god, people still see those Jumanji movies. Fuck.
Yes.
I saw the first one. It kind of sucked.
And then undated films, so movies that are confirmed to be in development but don't have dates. K-pop: Demon Hunters.
What?
It's an animated movie.
Never mind, they know what they're doing. I'm on board.
Untitled The Beatles biopics. Remember, it's a cinematic universe where they're doing one for each of the 4 Beatles.
Oh my god.
You forgot.
Who's gonna line up day one for the Ringo movie?
Hell yeah, that was the exact same joke you made last time. 28 Years Later 2, The Bone Temple. My Ex-Friend's Wedding. Spider-Man Beyond the Spider-Verse.
I am so fixated on the Beatles cinematic universe. That's gonna be so good. Parentheses bad faith, but it's gonna be so good.
Yes, they're really doing that. Spider-Man Beyond the Spider-Verse, Step Dude, Untitled Ghostbusters Frozen Empire sequel, The Legend of Zelda, Uncharted: Part 2.
No. Didn't Uncharted flop?
Yes. But it flopped during the pandemic, so they think there's hope.
No.
Yes.
I'm sure Zelda's
also,
great.
I'm just gonna send you this. See if you can guess what this is, / like why I'm sending you this.
How much am I gonna regret clicking on this?
Not at all. You're gonna be confused, and then you're gonna probably yell "fuck" once I tell you.
This is just me reacting to the URL. What the fuck? Okay. Okay. Okay, I'm sure this is a VFX house. Infamous second. Okay.
Yeah, this this must be a VFX house, right?
This is one of the 3 production companies working on the Legend of Zelda film.
Oh, right, Maze Runner. I mean, it's not like I had any faith in them to begin with.
No, it's gonna be fucking terrible.
So the only hope that I have, like the only possible hope that I could have for that movie, is that maybe Nintendo being way too controlling to give the actual filmmakers any meaningful creative control will turn out for the best.
What, you want Link to not talk?
Not specifically, but...
Because that's what Nintendo micromanaging would mean. They wouldn't even let Link talk in the game where you don't play as Link.
Look, it's better than any idea Aviarad has.
That's not true. Aviarad's idea is, can we make a plastic toy out of it? See, if Link talks, it's gonna piss people off, and if Link doesn't talk, it's gonna piss audience goers off.
What boss fight do you hope is in the movie? What's your Glup Shido boss fight?
I mean, isn't it like, what are you talking about? I thought it was like, what do you mean?
Like, what boss fight from Zelda is like your Glup Shido that you want to see Link fight in the movie?
He's not what? He's gonna fight the 4 divine beasts.
Yeah, but no,
this
I'm not
is just
asking,
gonna be Breath of the Wild.
No, I'm not asking for a prediction. I'm asking, like, what's your wish list?
Oh, I don't have one because I'm resigned. I've never even thought for a second that this wasn't just going to be Breath of the Wild on the big screen.
I know.
That's the only thing this is gonna be. And then it will end with Zelda smiling, tilting her head 5 degrees, and then fade to white, and then credits.
I just think
she won't be a character.
Cool.
They are gonna have to figure out how to have the fucking God,
What's the post-credit scene gonna be? Well, good news. Breath of the Wild has a post-credit scene.
Sure does. Look, here's the actual
I don't know if I consider it a blessing or a curse that the fact that they went with different production studios for Mario and Zelda means that we're not gonna get like a Nick Fury Avengers tease for a Smash Brothers movie.
No, and we shouldn't. But like, all right, the Rivali are gonna look like demons, right? Like, there's no way they could fucking do that. The Zora are gonna look like fucking demons. The Gorons are gonna look like demons. And then the Gerudo, they're gonna have to deal with all this tribal shit, and also whether or not Nintendo wants to insist that Link has to cross-dress. For a gag, for a comedy scene. Because I bet they will.
You say they're going to have to deal with it as though you have any confidence that they intend on dealing with it and not just uncritically reproducing it.
No, that's what I'm saying, is like, they're going to have to figure out, like, the other 3 are going to be CG or terrible prosthetics. The Gerudo are just going to be human actors.
Mm-hmm.
And you're going to have to fucking figure out that nightmare.
I think they're just going to uncritically reproduce them exactly as they are in the game.
I know. Anyways, no, this movie's gonna be fucking terrible. This movie's gonna be just as bad as the Mario movie, which is to say, like, 3 out of 10, except people won't be able to point to this one and say, well, it's for kids, so you should lower your expectations.
Mm-hmm.
Which is something that people still say to me when I say the Mario movie wasn't good. But don't worry, apparently I write diss tracks in the NWR Discord.
Christ, that was...
GX, it would be a 4 out of 10 if it didn't have all the licensed music. Oh, Vixie saw the diss track thing.
Oh, from the same person who came into this very stream chat 5 years ago and trashed on me for not using a mechanic that isn't actually in Donkey Kong Country.
Someone who really knows the ins and outs of Donkey Kong Country.
Someone who said it was painful watching me play because I was that bad at the game for not knowing to use that mechanic that isn't in the game. I don't hold a grudge.
Yeah, I don't know. It's fine. He still thinks he's a mod.
It's not like he did anything when he was a mod.
Yes. Good lord. What a clusterfuck nightmare all of this is.
Did he ever know he was a mod? That's the question.
Yes, unfortunately. I'll stream Seren diss tracks. Thank you. Put me on your Apple Music top 5.
Please be the ultimate hater.
Oh, I am such a hater for MEO. I am such a hater for Metaphor. So for people in this, look, no, I'm just gonna double check. Who does Twitch think is watching this stream? Yeah, I don't give a fuck. Don't post this in the fucking. Everyone be cool. No one be snitches. The fucking NWR Discord, I have blocked like 80% of people that post there. So it'll just be like 27 blocked messages. GX says one thing, 14 blocked messages. And then Melanie will just say something like, what the fuck are they even talking about? And I'll go and I'll check and I'll be like, I would be better not reading this, in fact. No, GX, you're sane and post in good faith.
GX, you gotta understand how low the bar is.
You've gotta be like you are in the top 5% of posters in that Discord.
Nothing's gonna beat the time that I had to fix someone joining the RFN call after clearly being told if you can get in there, it means that I set up the permissions incorrectly.
Yes, it's just a whole chat full of rule breakers. I do appreciate though every now and then someone figures it out. Because someone would be like, why can't I react to one of Seren's posts? And I'll just be like, I don't know. It's a good question. You should go figure that
weird.
out.
You should call Discord support.
Yeah, you should go ask what that means. Because yeah. Oh my god. I should take screenshots, Melanie, of all of the times that fucking Lemonade posted something to the effect of, I know Seren doesn't like it, but MEO must be good, right? I just refuse to read it. And like in both General and General 2, back and forth, hoping that someone would respond.
Look.
Just be like, this game must be good because Seren doesn't like it, but also I won't read.
Look, sometimes we just can't be bothered to get all the true endings in our undisputed game of the year because we don't feel like reading that much. Okay, here's my turn to say a little too much. Like, I keep saying this all the time, and it's like I'm like the most active moderator in the Discord, and like I'm waiting for the day that because I'm the one that's the most active, someone's gonna like complain to someone else on staff and be like Melanie is such a hard ass, like why is she always picking on us? And the response that they're gonna get back is Melanie's the only one fighting not to ban you because I'm the one that's like, no, give them more chances, please. Like we can make this work. We can prove
Melanie's
this
the only one that doesn't want to just kick half the server out forever. Like when what's his face got kicked like a month ago from John and it wasn't banned. God, that was like 3 months ago.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just like, how in the fuck were you not banned? John, you're too lenient.
Well, we had to learn somehow that, like, when you kick someone from Discord, like, with a note as to why they were kicked, apparently Discord doesn't actually give them that message.
No, it sure doesn't.
Okay.
Anyways, like, what a hell server.
I don't know if I should remove this part of the VOD, but...
It's up to you. But all I will say is that there are no other Discord servers I am in that are that hell. Just the NW one, and I'm in like 40 Discord servers.
Look, I have considered formally resigning from NWR staff just so that Discord isn't my problem anymore.
Yeah. All right, everyone, be fucking cool. No one post that shit. But yes, let me before we wrap.
Remind of the fiction that Discord is your problem.
If you GX, I'm gonna paste this in the in Melanie's server so that you can see it. It's in general streams now. Enjoy. That was last night.
And as I recall, what you said in the group chat with Neil was that this was the rare time when the phrase 24 blocked messages was underselling just how much was under that.
Yes, that when you click it, and it's like, why did he write a novel about how I'm not good at, or how I was like dumb for not liking a bad platformer?
Fuck it. Before I don't have time for a 2-hour Fire Emblem chapter. Yeah. I have time to load up Donkey Kong Land. Let's see this shit. Give me a sec here. Where the hell's my Pro Controller? Wait, where is my Pro Controller? There it is. Yeah, I don't think anyone that's in Sapphic Senate is blocked. I could be wrong, though.
Yeah, GX. That's how it's so easy for me to find your responses and reply to them, is because they're some of the only ones I see.
Oh my god.
Yeah, they added Donkey Kong Lands 2 and 3.
Oh my god. Okay, well, we played 1 already. Let's play 2. Let's see this shit.
Hey, Melanie, do you like being able to see what you're doing? Oh, yeah, by the way, also, while we're calling everyone out, in that fucking 24 post nightmare, this motherfucker quoted NWR's review scores for these on the 3DS Virtual Console as evidence that they're actually good games. Motherfucker, Earthbound Beginnings got an 8 on it. NWR scores don't mean shit. Okay. Oh, no, this is the Super Game Boy filter again.
I think what I need to do, just so that everyone knows what we're dealing with, I'm going to go in here. And let's turn down the saturation on my capture card in OBS to get the authentic experience.
This has to be basically unplayable.
Yeah, and you know what? I'm changing my TV settings and turning down the saturation there so that it's fair. We're getting the same experience, you and me here.
Hell yeah.
All right. So let me just prove it real quick. So saturation's
Yep.
turned all the way down. Let's point my camera at the TV. Saturation completely turned down. We're doing this fair. We're doing this.
If you swapped to DKL1, you wouldn't need graphical effects to make it unplayable. Yes.
True. Also true.
Yes. Vixie, honestly, the end of your Discord server is kind of comfy. I think that's just because you don't deal with it as often.
I already can't parse what the fuck I'm looking at.
Yeah, this is good. This is where we're at. Kremland. Pirate Panic.
All right.
All right. Play the fucking video game. All right, but also imagine that your screen is worn out.
True. Actually, you know what? Hold on. Hold on 1 second here.
Yeah, there you go.
Display with...
I mean, stay with small screen. Just choose Game Boy. Yeah, you chose color.
I didn't.
You can just undo all of that. I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure this is a.
I didn't even. I forgot that was there. Yeah, let me unfuck my.
Yeah,
TV.
no, you very sensibly just have it always set to the best. Vixie, like, damn, I miss when my biggest problems were disagreeing with Mel's opinions on games. Fangs, no, your TV has to stay this way. You should play Color Splash like this.
Oh my god.
Play the color-based game like this.
Oh, fuck. OBS, what the fuck are you doing right now? Fuck, I don't think I can change it back. Oh no. There you go. It's 1 degree higher than it was earlier because fuck, that's really hard to set. And then turn it back on my TV.
Yeah,
please.
GX points out, reproduce classic feel. Is this gonna make you hit car sick?
That I wish. Fuck.
All right, Game Boy. No, you got to do the green because that's the actual authentic.
I was about to ask Game Boy Pocket or Game Boy Color.
Game Boy.
Or not Game Boy Color, Game Boy Pocket or original Game Boy. Okay, original
Game Boy.
Original Game Boy with small screens so we can't see shit.
Yep.
And reproduce classic feel is like it's the LCD filter.
Yes. The Game Boy Pocket is a fucking cop-out.
How is this less legible than grayscale?
Because this is what it was actually designed to look like on Target hardware.
Why is how it's actually designed to look less legible than grayscale?
This is my point. Don't worry, I hear this is great on 3DS Virtual Console. Fangs, I want to see this in 3D. No, you fucking don't.
I'm gonna be real. I don't think the scaling on my capture card is conveying how fucked up this looks.
It is for me. It is not for the stream.
Can I change the filtering at all?
I don't know.
Scale filtering. Oh yeah, I didn't have any scale filtering on. Is bilinear? No, bilinear does not help. I don't think. Ooh. Point filtering maybe. No, that's just fucked up in a different way. Whatever, this will have to do.
Look, it did not have any fucking filtering on the Game Boy screen, other than maybe some burn-in from Tetris.
Well, the filter is to reproduce how the screen
looked.
I know. So we got to get the authentic look here.
I mean, again, if you want to fucking find a way to mod in a Tetris burn-in,
I would love to. There was I don't know what this was for, but there was some retro arcade collection that actually included in the filter the an option to have the burn in from the title screen.
Fuck yeah, it did. Yeah, no, because the problem with this is that Tetris is the most popular static screen game that would have like remained on people's screens for a long time and actually gotten burned in.
Mm-hmm.
Just the the position of the well, not any individual piece. I remember needing a new Game Boy, actually right around the time of Pokemon, because it was fucking burned in on Tetris. KONG Kong. Real quick, is the game audio coming to the stream? Because I can't hear it.
Oh, if you can't hear it, then they can't.
And I've never been able to hear it.
Wait, if you not hear it, did you not hear Fire Emblem?
No, I didn't. Everyone's saying no.
My webcam so dark. Why is no one telling me that my entire screen is fucked up right now?
Just kind of thought that was the vibe, says Fangs. Fangs, I did.
Well, tell me more times.
GX, I'm focused on how good DKL looks.
I think the audio is because I changed the HDMI input.
I don't actually remember. It's very, very possible that Fire Emblem was there. I had the volume turned down for Fire Emblem. But now I've turned it up and I don't see. They found enough pixels. Okay, Fire Emblem was audible. GX, they found enough pixels to spell K. Rool on the ship. They sure did.
Alright, I know no one's as concerned with this shit as I am, but I want to know what the fuck's going on.
Okay, I hear it now.
Okay.
Yeah, this terrible fucking audio. I'm so glad I hear it now.
Oh yeah, that's the important part. Alright. So now let's see Donkey Kong Land 3.
Look at that, you mean the one that had a color version, just not here? Look at that nightmare screen.
I legitimately am having trouble parsing what I'm looking at.
This is a level select screen. You're in the bottom right.
Why? Why?
Great question. Rare.
Right?
Rare. I defy someone to look at this and in good faith tell me this looks fun and good and like it controls well.
I can tell you it doesn't control well.
Vixie, who thought it was a good idea to put the franchise known for high-fidelity graphics on a low-resolution handheld? Rare. They made a lot of mistakes. In fact, some would say that they're still making mistakes to this day.
Some would say Donkey Kong Country was always a mistake for more than one reason.
Yeah, it fucked up the Donkey Kong IP irreparably.
Being this from a distance was a fun idea.
Dixie says DB says hi, BTW.
Hello.
GX, if all I owned was a Game Boy in 1995, it looks good. Yeah, and you had never seen another video game before?
Yeah, if I've never seen a video game in my life, maybe this does look okay.
Yeah, if your exposure to video games was Happy Meal toys and then this.
If I am in the allegory of the cave, then maybe this looks okay.
Hey, Melanie, I think you're supposed to throw the other Kong up there.
Shut the fuck up.
No!
Okay, what is like
why we're playing this?
What does like a real Game Boy game look like?
Why?
All these are Game Boy Color.
Pick Kirby's Dream Land. Or 2, yeah. Look at how legible this shit is. I absolutely hated video games.
Did you see that? You can actually read the menu.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, because it was built from the ground up around 144p.
Wow. Look at
Instead of just
this.
trying to fucking backport a Super Nintendo game that was built around high contrast color to the Game Boy. Oh no, is Quotebot not working?
He does that sometimes. I don't know why, but like sometimes Quotebot just randomly turns off, and I have to go in and manually turn it back on. It does this all the time. It should be fixed now.
Also, this audio is really good.
It is!
Unironically. There, you can add the quote again, thanks.
That's a really good quote. Yeah, let's see how Tetris looks.
Spoiler, really good.
You know, it does look pretty good.
Yeah, it's almost like, Nintendo did a really good port on Tetris.
Yeah. I still don't like playing Tetris without the hold button, but yeah, it's pretty good.
Then have I got a collection for you?
Christ. Yeah, it's in my Steam family, and I tried it, and I was like, you know, this doesn't seem like the kind of Tetris I like.
Did you watch the documentary stuff?
Possibly be good.
Because that's the interesting stuff.
I probably will when I have the time to like actually sit down and give it focus. I just
It's like 2 hours.
Yeah, I just opened it up and it was like, yeah, let's just try this for a sec.
GX, how does Dr. Mario ask? He asks hatefully. How does Dr. Mario look? He asks hatefully.
Even this looks so much better.
Yes. And this is like funny, like not really a good conversion, but it's very playable because they understood that this character should not be half the screen size.
Yeah. I mean, even a game that does have a huge character.
Yeah. This makes the Donkey Kong Land characters look fucking normal sized.
Yeah.
I mean, or vice versa. Donkey Kong Land makes Samus actually look reasonable. Alright, yeah, if you want to go show that distressing version of Dr. Mario.
Every version of Dr. Mario is distressing.
This version doesn't have color.
Actually, hold on. Oh, shit. Okay.
Yeah, this is unsalvageable already. I don't know why.
As Dr. Mario often is. Yeah, let's play like a reasonable difficulty.
No, it's not as bad as Donkey Kong Land. Donkey Kong Land makes the whole system look bad. This, on the other hand, like, is just a really fascinating, like, conundrum of, obviously you would port this to the Tetris system, but it doesn't have color. And this game relies on color. So instead, we're just gonna do 3 types of visual pattern.
In case you're wondering, I still hate Dr. Mario.
I know. It has 3 colors: light, dark, and dither. The 3 colors. No, the 3 patterns, not colors. If they were willing to give up the virus animation, it would probably be better. True. Most games on the Game Boy would be better if they were like 5% less ambitious. And I stand by that. Just across the board. You don't have to keep playing, Melanie. You're free.
Yeah, I'm never free. I can't let
Why
it
are you
win.
still playing, Melanie?
I can't let it win.
Melanie, you're not trapped in here with it.
That's
He's
right,
trapped
it's
in here with you.
with me.
Yeah. She has to keep playing Embrace the Beauty of Dr. Mario, He Loves You? What?
You're gonna be really mad at what I have to say.
Vixie, leave her be, Sarah. She's battling her past demons. Fangs, Puzzle Joe makes puzzles trapped with him. Puzzle Melanie is trapped with puzzles. GX, Dr. Mario is our friend. Twitch, the chat seems active. Should we click this?
Always. Okay, so the fucked up thing here. And you're gonna really yell at me for this. I have a lot of problems with this. The colors aren't actually making that much of a difference.
Yeah. It's worse with the poor contrast of the original screen, but yeah.
You know what? And yeah, on a smaller screen too, probably fucking illegible. Like, I'm on a 4K television right now.
Yes. Vixie, seems like the biggest problem is that it's Dr. Mario. Fangs. Wow, Melanie, kind of fucked up of you to say that.
It is. See, Dr. Mario is one of those things where, like, when I didn't like it for Smashterpieces, people tried to argue with me. So it's like,
oh, this is not a game that you can try and argue in its favor.
Well, people sure tried, and that's the thing. It's like, I need to be like good and skilled at Dr. Mario, so I can say from a place of authority that it's bad.
Oh, like how I have 1,000 achievement points in Metaphor?
Exactly.
Just so that no one can tell me to shut the fuck up and see the ending or some shit. It's like, bitch, I saw more of the game than you did.
Yeah. That is like...
I have seen multiple people, by the way, who have written, including the person who wrote the review that you that said that your friends found interesting, post, I should get around to finishing that game.
Oh my god.
No one in this industry is a serious person. That game fucking sucks shit.
So, like, I still don't think that I'm gonna hate that game as much as you, but, like, I'm totally on board with you being the ultimate hater for it.
Melanie, the game sets up a character you're meant to be compassionate with because they're a socialist and they care for everyone, and then the ending of the arc is, what the fuck was I thinking with trying to take care of everyone? I need to look out for me and teach others how to pull themselves up by their bootstraps and be a good capitalist.
It does. Of course it does.
That's one of the fucking main character endings.
That's so good. That's so
People
good.
are like, game of the year, best game ever. People are like, wow, this is so progressive. It mentions race.
God, it really is just that it mentions it, and no one got to the part where it's like no one got to the part where it reveals it does not have good ideas on race.
It tips its hand on that 5 minutes in. Not only does it not have good ideas about race, it doesn't actually have ideas about race. It just wants you to know that it heard of the concept.
The writers have heard of themes and are really excited to try them out.
A third of the way through, it's like, oh yeah, racism, that doesn't matter. Did you know that the coronation for the king is actually really interesting? And then it just becomes that for 2/3, and then it's just like, humans. did you know that this is a post-apocalypse story? And you're like, yeah, from the word go.
Yeah, it's a little obvious, like, right away.
No, that's a big third act reveal. Spoilers. How
What?
stylish are the menus? Almost illegible.
Wait, what do you mean it's a big third act reveal when it's like
Melanie, I've
literally
already told you
obvious
this.
in the demo? Yeah, but I forgot all that.
Yes. Yes. It's fucking a big third act reveal.
Like
And
literally,
it's also a
in
big
the
third
first...
act reveal that the church is corrupt.
Well, that's just anime.
It's fucking terrible.
I'm trying to think of like one anime that had a church that wasn't corrupt. I don't think there is one.
Go play Trails. But the only fucking I'm willing to buy that people enjoy metaphor and think it's a good video game or even a good story. The way people talk about the UI makes me feel gaslit.
Yeah, absolutely. Like
the UI is basically illegible.
I can, like, I'm not saying this and it's like, oh, I think they have a point, but it's like no, I can parse that people like the game, that people are impressed by the story. I can parse that. That is something that feels consistent with the world I'm living in. People saying that game has good UI does not feel consistent with the world I'm living in. Like, what the fuck is going on there?
I don't. Also, the combat system. People talk. Okay,
Is it just Persona?
If I see one more person saying that it mixes real-time combat and turn-based combat again, I'm gonna fucking punch them all in the face.
Isn't the combat just Persona?
That's the turn-based part, yes. Okay, so, you know how in Persona, if you attack an enemy in the overworld from behind, you enter the battle with advantage?
Yeah.
Alright, so it's not that. Instead, they all have an advantage meter, and you have to hit them like 4 times. And then you enter the combat with advantage. And people say that this, because Atlas's press kit says this, that this is a mix of real-time and turn-based combat that is novel and unique and innovative. It is simply press turn with the worst part of Musa.
You see, I feel more certain that I need to play this because it doesn't feel like a real video game.
This game is hateful to my soul.
Like you, Seren, you're now speaking to the Melanie that saw Madam Web in IMAX.
No, this game sucks. Okay, there is one good thing about this game. There's one unironic. No, there's a couple unironically good things, and I was being fair, and I was taking screenshots of them as I was playing because I didn't want to be a hater against the actually good things.
What does "have we found your ballin" mean?
Melanie
what does that
already
mean?
plays dog shit things with just to experience them because she has to know. That's not like a you and Balan Wonderworld thing. No, okay. Some of the enemy designs are fun. However, asterisk on that. Because it's not inheriting personas or demons, as in it's not inheriting any of the character design work that has been happening at Atlas for 20, 30 years.
Mm-hmm.
What actually happens is that each dungeon has 3 different types of enemies. And you fight the same 3 over and over and over for the entire dungeon. And sometimes there's a couple fodder enemies that are in basically every dungeon in the game, and they never change their weaknesses. So that's fun. But some of the enemy designs are good. And then I will say that there's like 3 songs on the soundtrack that are good.
I hear a lot about the chanting priest.
Yes, uh they got a Shinto priest in, the chief priest of of the Myoji Temple, and he Gregorian chant raps.
Suki, what the fuck?
And that rules.
Yeah. My understanding is that the chant is in Esperanto.
Yep.
If we're lucky, that'll be at the Game Awards.
That's the only meaningful thing about the music in that game, so it has to be. The rest is just fucking generic orchestral score. It's like a genuinely disappointing turn from Shoji Meguro, and a bunch of songs that were really short loops that I got sick of. Like really short loops, like 60 seconds.
Wasn't there like an interview with Meguro where he was like, yeah, I didn't expect people to like that soundtrack so much. I didn't think it was that good.
Yeah. I mean, he doesn't work at Atlas anymore. He quit after Persona 5.
Yeah. I do remember you telling me that story.
He's freelance now. He ran a Kickstarter a few years ago for a third-person shooter parkour RPG called Guns Undarkness, and it's on Steam. And I am in the Discord server for that, and he's having the time of his life.
That sounds like it rules.
He does not want anyone to ask him about music. He just wants to talk about his shooter game.
That sounds like it rules.
Because he asked Atlas, can I make this game on the side while I work here? And they said, no, we would own that. And then he said, does Atlas want to do anything with this game that I want to work on the side? And Atlas said, no, we would never release it. And he said, can I quit and charge you more? And they said yes. So he quit, and now he does the same amount of music at Atlas, but instead makes more money. And is making his passion project. He's not just a composer, he was the game director for the Persona 1 and 2 remakes on PSP.
That's a fucking... So who the fuck? Like, some higher up at Sega must be looking at all that and be like, you let him do what?
Let me tell you. Okay, this is extremely behind the scenes shit, but I don't care. I don't care. I had a long work day. My filter is loose. When he quit, the company I was working for at the time was putting together a large 25th anniversary selection of a bunch of Persona music. And for Persona 5, he had already written and signed a note talking about his, like, how much it means to him to have, like, composed this music and have people love it. And we were gonna have notes for Personas 1, 2, 3, and 4. And Atlas was unwilling to ask him. And so instead of, Persona 5 had a note from him, and Personas 1, 2, 3, and 4 had generic notes signed Atlas Sound Team. And I can say that because people received those already a couple years ago. Also, none of the track listings credited him anymore. Now, whenever Atlas releases a soundtrack for anything, it's always credited to Atlas and no individual composer because they feel like they let Shoji Meguro get too famous.
Oh my god.
Incredible work. Top tier work.
So speaking of like most embarrassing L's in the game industry.
That's unfortunately not even that up there, but it's very funny. I would say that in general, Sega / Atlas is. Oh, GX, the metadata is there if you know where to look, but they don't volunteer that information.
Yeah.
But I would say that Metaphor is a huge L. Unfortunately, it is not an L in the public consciousness, which I fundamentally do not get.
That's gonna have like ramifications.
Yes, no, it is. However, it did give me this great. Where the fuck is this? There was an incredible fucked up Resetera thread today.
Yeah, I need to make sure we're hearing the music that we missed earlier.
No, you're good. There it is. I just gotta paste this thread in into the stream chat. Just an all-timer. The anime genre is my favorite quote from this. Melanie, you're pulling so many confused faces trying to parse this.
I'm reading the thread right now.
Oh, I know.
The anime genre?
Yes!
It's a turn-based game with godly amount of dialogue. I finished
Yeah,
it and
so
really
that.
like it, up to the last 20% of the game where it just dragged.
Yes. Okay. I have a question for you.
Sure.
What's the catch with Marvel Rivals? I've been trying to figure this out.
Okay.
So it's out tomorrow.
Yeah.
It has 33 characters at launch.
Mm-hmm.
Play all of them for free.
Mm-hmm.
And now they've just confirmed if you buy a battle pass, it doesn't expire ever.
I think the catch is we really want to put Overwatch in the ground. Like, I feel like they're out for blood. Like, they're in it for the love of the game, and the game is bury Overwatch.
Where's the part where they make money?
I think they just want to bury Overwatch.
And Concord, but that happened accidentally.
Yeah.
Concord didn't make it to the tournament.
like, I feel like their top priority is killing Overwatch, and also, like, delivering a tie-in season with Marvel Snap at the same time Marvel Snap is killing Marvel Snap.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Okay. Yes, as you know, Marvel Rivals is free to download, and heroes, maps, and other gameplay elements are completely free. We will be charging for cosmetics that will provide bold, only visual changes. With no stat bonuses or pay-to-win elements, the team has poured immense effort into designing and crafting these in-game cosmetics, many of which draw inspiration from Marvel's iconic comics, films, and other works. These items are not only a tribute to Marvel's artistic legacy, but also a way for us to reinterpret and capture different facets of the Marvel Universe. In-game currencies. There are only 2 currencies. There's only 2 currencies. That feels like a fucking relief at this point in the industry.
So here's like my wild theory. And it's like, this is impossible. Like, there's no way that I'm right about this. But it's like, it almost feels like. So it's like, there's the conversation all the time about, like, it's not enough to make a lot of money. They have to make all of the money. And it almost feels like with Marvel Rivals, someone at some point said, if we just settle for most of the money, then we'll be the most popular thing ever. We will have the most loyal fans as long as we, like, do the bare minimum not to exploit them. And, like, there's no way. Like, there's no way. Zero chance. But, like...
I mean, also the heads of the games development team got arrested.
You know,
I mean, so there's a little bit of a catch there. But
a little bit, but
also the two currencies have a 1-to-1 conversion.
Oh, well, then why even have two?
Because one is only paid and one is only free.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. None of this seems, The first battle pass is $5 and the rest will be $10.
How long will they be?
Until you clear the battle pass.
Well, okay, let me rephrase that. How often will they release new battle passes?
That I don't know.
Because if they're like a standard 3-month season, then that's extremely doable.
Yeah, let me take a look. Oh gosh. They're also launching. Have you finished Loki season 2?
Yes.
They're one of their bundles at launch is the Loki end of season 2 cosmetic bundle.
I think I saw that, yeah.
Yeah, which they're calling Glorious Purpose. Alright, here's some battle pass stuff. Okay, this is fancy. It's not my aesthetic, but sure.
The game is extremely not my aesthetic, I'm gonna be real. I kind of hate the art, but, it looks
Oh,
like
you
a
don't
good
want
video game.
extremely jacked, Punisher?
I do not, no. I think I hate the art style, but I'll deal with it. If it gives me a fraction of the feeling I had in year 1 of Overwatch.
Yeah, so this is what it says. It doesn't go full into depth, but this is everything they say about the Battle Pass. Luxury Battle Pass costs 490 lattices, which is their paid currency, contains items with a total value of 8,000 units, which is their free currency. Includes 5 costumes and related cosmetics. After purchase, you will redeem items by using Chronos tokens, which are Battle Pass tokens, through tasks and events. Meanwhile, the free Battle Pass still offers 1 epic quality costume and a series of other items.
Lattice is their paid currency.
Yes.
It's just V-Bucks. It is exactly the same as V-Bucks.
Yeah. Moreover, once you purchase a luxury battle pass, you can continue to redeem its rewards in subsequent seasons if you don't finish it during the current season. There's no need to worry about not having enough time to complete it, since Season 0 is shorter in its duration. Its luxury battle pass is priced at half the standard rate of future ones, and contains proportionally one half of the items. So I guess going forward, they will intend 10 costumes and related cosmetics per season.
That's more than Fortnite does.
Yeah.
There's gotta be a rug pull at some point.
That's what I'm saying. Maybe in a year.
Then I'm gonna get as much time out of this as I can before that rug pulls.
Yeah, seemingly.
Or they just really want to put Overwatch in the ground.
I think, yeah, that's definitely another thing. Yeah, loss leader. Yeah, I think they're just trying to put Overwatch in the ground until they have the market, and then they will do whatever they want.
Yeah. Well, it's not like I've played Overwatch in the last 4 years, so it's doesn't affect me much if Overwatch goes into the ground, so...
Yes. Alright.
Yeah, we're at...
Probably a good enough time to wrap
Yeah,
it.
we're up to 10 o'clock, so... This music is driving me fucking insane. Alright,
Oh, you don't think this is great?
Okay, so... Mario Party on Friday with the return of Joe. It's gonna be Joe coming back to play Jamboree. I believe Soul is also gonna be playing with us. So anyone in like that's in that group of personal friends knows that that's gonna be a good fucking pair. So the lineup on Friday is obviously me, Joe, Soul, and John. So that is I think John has won every Jamboree game so far, right?
I believe
We've only done 2. Wow. Time moved slow.
No, it hasn't.
The last month
It's been a month and a half only.
It feels like it's been longer. That's weird. That's not how that
You're
usually
just saying that
works.
because the election and the aftershock happened after.
Well, yeah, obviously. But it's also like feels weird that it's like only been like a month and a half since I started doing makeup for the very first time. Like, what the fuck's that about?
I don't know.
But anyway,
Alright.
Mario Party on Friday. Hopefully Kingdom Hearts returns next week. I think me and Joe talked about how we are moving that to Thursday from now on because Tuesday is the day he has to lock up the church, so it gets in the way. So, hopefully, Kingdom Hearts returns on Thursday of next week.
Yay!
If we were not literally right up against what seems to be a wild mechanic in the turn-based combat, I would say I'm willing to do one without Joe at this point, but like this next one specifically.
This is the world.
Yeah.
Like,
this one seems wild.
After, like, if it was any world in this game other than Olympus, yes, one without Joe would be fine.
Mm-hmm. So, hopefully, next week.
Yeah.
And probably more Fire Emblem at some point. So everyone, have a great night. I'm just gonna hit stop, and I will see you all later.